Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that has been stalling or dealing with some indecision regarding something they really do want, in part because there is some doubt or some concern over whether or not this is real or meant for you. With the Ten of Wands, I feel like we have somebody who's losing faith or feeling like it's just not going to work out. And I feel like there's an unawareness of how much your thought process impacts reality. So I feel like this reading is going to be primarily about once you stop doubting yourself, you get what you want. So if I tell you that, will you stop doubting yourself? Let's go in spirit with a little bit of Wind Chime 10. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Angel. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Peggy. How we doing today? Happy Thursday. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? All right, let's see. What shall we start with, you guys? I'm feeling spooky, so we're going with the Marigold Tarot, okay? What else do we have? Maybe we'll see my favorite card, that Strength card, which is definitely associated with confidence. And that's what I'm sending your way, okay? I've probably got just a little bit too much. You got to have confidence if you tell stupid jokes, though, right? All right, what do we have? We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This is one of those cards that can be like, this is really, really aggravating or really making things difficult for somebody. And especially when we've started off with a card that talks about despair or losing faith, it kind of makes me feel like the Nine of Swords in the reverse would lean more towards that anyways, but it can also talk about somebody who's finding help. Then we pair it with the High Priestess in the reverse, and this feels like somebody who is not willing to listen to their intuition. So if your logical, practical self tells you it's a stupid idea to go for whatever it is that you want, but your more playful, imaginative self is pushing you to go for that, it would appear the universe is trying to get you to go with the dreamy side. Because the practical one is just kind of like a bummer, okay? Yeah, don't like it. What else do we have? Four of Swords in the reverse. So this feels to me like somebody has lost faith that they could correct or heal a situation with somebody that was either a close friend or a love interest. This is somebody that's important to them, but the Chariot in the reverse, we've got a lack of movement, a lack of action. So that kind of makes sense, right? We've got somebody who maybe feels like now maybe I've lost my chance. I can't talk to this person. This is doubting oneself. You know, maybe there's nothing that I could say that would make my best friend want to be my friend anymore, you know? And we do have the World. So it does feel like this is on one side potentially saying you're going to have to actually like travel, because the World can be about travel. And it's right after the Chariot in the reverse, right? Or this is over. So it kind of feels like the universe is saying you're going to have to do something. If you don't do something, this is going to be lost. But you have to address that doubt or that negative mindset, because it's really messing with you, and it would probably cause the conversation that you need to have to go off the rails or not really go the way you want it to, right? So now we have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Cups. Unfortunately, there has been some gossip going on. It does feel like somebody feels that they were rejected or they were treated like not a priority. Happy belated birthday, Key Controller. If I knew how old you were, I would make a joke. Like, I always like to joke, oh, how does 15 feel? With, like, you know, people who are probably in their 60s. Oh, 40 again. Why not? It's fun. I hope you get to celebrate all weekend. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot it is 10:10. Thank you for reminding me, Peggy. It is technically a portal, so like maybe this person's gonna get over their despair. We do have the Page of Wands, which talks about communication, and it can talk about good news. Okay. Maybe today is the day, because we have somebody with the Nine of Rings. This is the Nine of Pentacles, and I'm very much so focused on, it almost looks like a necklace to me, and I've never really seen it that way before. I don't know if this person has a piece of jewelry that really helps them kind of tune out the world, or like hear their own intuition better. Maybe it's a gift. Maybe it's something they inherited. Maybe it's something that they found in a weird place. But I do feel like this person is coming around to the idea of, okay, maybe I just need to let go of this doubt that I have. And I hope that's true. I want you to be able to go for what it is that you want. Look, even when we don't get the things that we want, the fact that we made that effort, the fact that we figured out how to pursue that, whether it's a job, a friend, a love interest, helps you in the future. Everything is an opportunity for you to learn how to be more badass. Seriously. Two of Swords and the Moon. Two of Swords, again, by the way, right? That was the first card that we had. So we have to make a choice. But I don't know that this person's going to tell anyone. Are you going to tell anyone you made the choice? I feel like you're going to be like, you know what? I decided I am going to interview for that job, and then maybe not tell anyone about it because you don't want like the nerves associated with it, right? Like, I'll update you after I hear back, but I don't want people asking me every 2 hours, hey, did you hear yet? Did you get that job? Hey, what happened? Hey, I heard you're unemployed. Did you get that job? Don't do that, people. If you have people, like, check in with them, but don't ask them constantly if they found a job yet, please, for the love of God. That shit drives me crazy. There are ways to check in with people without making them feel more pressure over what's going on in their life, right? Hey, how you been? Does your hair still look amazing? I don't know. Do something. You don't have to be, hey, did you find a job yet? You figure it out? No, go away. You ruined my day. This person has to stop thinking that there's going to be a negative outcome. If you're expecting you're not going to get this job, if you're expecting you're not going to convince the friend to be your friend, or, you know, patch things up with somebody you're interested in, then you're going to make that a reality. And, you know, there are some people who are probably like, okay, Carmen, that's really cute and all, but I don't know about that. Okay, let me tell you how that's real. Have you got the ability to determine when you're talking to somebody whether or not they are desperate? I'll wait. You can, can't you? All right. What if they are completely lacking in confidence? Can you figure that one out? Can you read the body language, the eye contact, how they actually communicate with you? Yes, you can. If somebody is unwilling to communicate what they actually want because they feel like they can't put on that air of confidence, then they can ruin whatever it is, right? Lack of riz, not being able to explain what happened to a friend, not being able to interview well. You've got to be able to have that confidence. If you have that negative mindset, you basically make yourself trip, right? So with this snake card, honestly, And interestingly, what I see is somebody who is almost kind of like trying to trick themselves into more confidence. And hey, whatever works for you, like, that's cool. Don't be a jerk about it, right? But I do feel like we have somebody that's figuring it out. Here we've got the key card. This is number 7, by the way. This is number 33. So we have somebody that has figured out how to convince themselves, maybe this will actually go well. I need to like actually try, right? All right, this is the Golden Art Nouveau. Lovers in the reverse. 9 of Pentacles. So when you remove some of this stress, when you kind of just, I don't know, maybe you have a chat with yourself and you're like, look, all you can do is control the controllables. You can't control how that person feels. You can't control what that person decides. You can't control what their requirements are. All you can do is show up in your best version of yourself, right? No, we don't need to be fake, right? There might be some people that tell you a fake resume is killer move, but I don't know about that. Hi there, Voyager. Hello too. How we doing? This is, you know what? What if I just do whatever I can, follow my intuition and be myself, and trust that even if this doesn't work out, something will? What if I do that? I like that option. I might have said it specifically because I like it. What if you took that pressure off your shoulders and said, I can't control the outcome. All I can control is how I approach the situation. I'm tempted to tell you guys a funny story. Okay, I'm going to tell it. I think I maybe told this once on the channel. There was this day I had to go to a really important training at the big headquarters. So I would meet like a lot of important people in the company, right? And it was the last time I remember wearing white pants. And I think also the last time I remember purchasing a particularly neon green, yellow energy drink. I'm pretty sure it was a Monster. And as I was driving into the major training, I spilled that greenish beverage all over my white pants. I had to explain to a few people that I did not piss myself. That's how my day went, okay, you guys? Now, if you need to think about that moment to make you feel better about this, you do that, okay? Maybe also avoid white pants and green energy drinks on important days, okay? Learn from my mistakes. But you have the opportunity here to do things your way and be confident about how you approach that, okay? Now, let me tell you, it was a rough day, okay? But I don't know if you've picked up on this yet, watching my channel. I also do pretty good making fun of myself. So the whole day I just basically made fun of myself. I was like, hey, anybody got an extra pair of pants? You? No? Why not? Why not? Why not just like make it even worse for myself, right? So this is basically saying maybe you need to remind yourself that you have a good sense of humor. Maybe you need to remind yourself that you're actually quite the catch. You're a great employee. You're a great friend. Because I feel like too much of what you are focused on right now are things that are out of your control or things that are in the past. Could I undo the fact that there was energy drink all over my white pants? Could I have, I don't know, decided to wear different pants? No, I was like 40 minutes away from my house. Key controller gets it. Why is nobody carrying around an extra pair of pants? I do have a friend who has a bag in his back seat all the time. And he's got an extra like set of clothes because who knows? Hello there, Mannix. How are you doing? Oh, I'm nervous. I missed some people. Hold on. I was like storytelling and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How are you? Have I said hello to Jess yet? What's going on? Hello, Carrie. Yeah. I actually don't bring an extra pair of pants. You'd think I would after that. I just don't wear white pants. I wear black yoga pants. Do you guys understand now? Do you guys get it? While I was yabbering on, we have the Queen and King of Pentacles just casually showing up together. I like this a lot. So we could have some Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy in your chart or your person's chart, your friend's chart, whatever it is. If this is a career reading, you about to be doing quite well, my friend. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. That's like, okay, I'm like baby rich. Now I'm feeling like intermediate rich. Now I got enough to like go buy a boat. This is like steady progression, getting better and better. So it's dependent upon you removing this difficulty or stress that you can't control the decision. Forget about it. Just be your best self. Whatever is meant for you will be for you because you are the 9 of Pentacles. You just have to like stop doing the High Priestess in the reverse thing and choosing to wear white pants on an important day. Should I change the title of the reading to that? I agree, Jimmy. I agree. Otherwise, I think I would have like really lost my mind by now. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, I should also mention if this Queen and King of Pentacles is more about a friendship, this to me is indicative of people that are very loyal to each other. I feel like you're my confidant. I feel like I can tell you anything. I feel like you understand. But obviously, in terms of a romantic situation, this would be like divine counterparts. This also indicates somebody who wants long-term, somebody who wants stability. So if this is a love situation, we have people that are thinking about living together or being together long-term. And then we have the Ace of Cups come out. Remember, the Ace of Cups can talk about the way you feel about yourself, confidence, self-esteem. It can talk about self-care. It can also talk about extending friendship to somebody, right? So this still applies, but we've got somebody who has to realize that even though there's been a bit of a roadblock, even though there's been an obstacle, they don't have to just, you know, I was going to say lay down and die, but it seems so like melodramatic. Don't delegate. How do I want to say this? Don't accept a life of lack or of not getting what you want just because there is some sort of obstacle or problem that impacts your ability to have faith or hope in something. If I'm just like going to be 100% straight here, because that's usually what I do, you just need to start believing in yourself more. I want you to be more positive about you. A lot of people use tarot because they want to find out about love or maybe money, but not a lot of people spend enough time actually thinking about themselves with regards to tarot. What can you do to work on your confidence? What can you do to feel better about what you have to offer? Because I don't like this 5 of Pentacles for you. I want you to like figure that out. I hope my Canadian friends don't get mad at me. I love you guys. But 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you got it. You just have to like tell yourself. This could be seriously one of those situations where everybody else thinks you're amazing and you are just like overly critical of yourself. I think sometimes about Robin Williams because he and his comedies were pretty influential in terms of like my youth. And I am pretty confident I heard or like read in a couple of articles that he dealt with confidence issues. He dealt with wondering if he was actually funny. And when I think of funny people, he's probably close to the top of the list. You got to ask yourself, are you being honest with yourself about whether or not you're actually doing pretty good? I don't want you to get swell-eyed. I don't want you to be cocky. Nobody likes that, okay? Six of Wands in the reverse, insecurity. Six of Wands clarifying the sixth card, which is the Lovers in the reverse. So you may be seeing sixes. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. There's something here that you potentially sacrifice or lose out on completely if you don't address this confidence, if you don't address your positive / negative thinking. You know, don't stand in the way of yourself. This makes me want to just like record like 10 minutes of me saying, dang, that looks really good on you. Man, your jokes are the funniest I've ever heard. Has anyone ever said that you have the best stories? Just so you guys can like repeat, like build yourself up. Do you ever compliment yourself? Like, we don't have to be a jerk about it. We've all seen like shows like Love is Blind. What was the most recent example? I think his name was Sam. There was some really obnoxious, like full himself dude on the UK season. I only know this because I watched Aaron and Joe review it. But there's a line, and I don't want you doubting yourself anymore. I want you to believe in yourself and think you're pretty dang awesome, and then know, okay, this is the line for confidence and arrogance, and I don't want to be a twat. I want you to get close to that line, but don't you cross that line, okay? I don't need any more cocky people in this world. There's enough of them already. Hello there, DeMarco. How are you doing? Right back at ya. Yeah, exactly. Hello there, Paul. How are you doing? I like that. Peggy says, distance yourself from people who tear you down. Look, that's not what we need, right? This feels like a good connection. Somebody who does actually lift you up. Maybe if this is a friendship situation, part of the reason we have some despair is because this person is really supportive of you. But I want you to find that confidence and hope within yourself and not have to look for it externally, okay? I'm not going to let myself cry again, but I would also say pets are good for that. Sometimes the comfort you need, you can get from a pet, and you don't have to really worry about the judgment side of things, right? I chuckle because I've definitely seen some reels with pets that are like, oh. You know, but there are things that we can do to make sure that we have a healthy mindset. So we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse, Five of Swords. Somebody's coming back around again to something that they may have kind of made difficult. So you might have started an argument. You might have walked away from somebody. You might have delayed a response in an interview process. There's something here where you were tempted to, or actually did, cause some issues with this thing or this person that you would really like to be with or be friends with. Four of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. Do you have like a favorite album? Do you have a favorite movie? Is there a comedian you can watch and no matter what, they make you laugh or they change your mood? I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I was a little bit irritated this morning. I think I have to clear out the like dryer vent because I've had to run the same clothes like 3 times in the dryer, and I'm like, I don't have patience for this, because I have like wet towels in the washer waiting to go in the dryer, but I can't put them in the dryer because the dryer's not working properly. So I've been a little bit like, hey, I'm going to go check that out after this reading. And a couple other things, like getting caught on the door handle by like your coat or whatever, things like that. But then I saw this cute little video. It was a horse just like doing some prancy stuff and making friends with a random cat that showed up. Little things like that. Make sure you have those moments in your day, even if it seems silly. I don't know. There's a reason cat videos are popular online. But there's something here that is contributing to some sadness, some loneliness, or some despair. And I want you to look for those ways to address that are healthy. Because you may have previously either just been like, well, that doesn't exist. I don't need to deal with it if it doesn't exist. Or you might have been like, oh, you know what'll make me feel better? Taco Bell. Okay, everything's good again. Nope. Wrong. For me, it used to be those Arizona iced tea. I think it was cherry limeade. I haven't seen it in a really long time. Anytime I was having a bad day, I'd be like, give me one of those giant 99 centers. I need it. All right. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Poverty in the reverse. Family room. So I see in the future, there are some really important connections that you find with poverty in the reverse coming out with a family room. I feel like this is a couple of different things. Number one, you're going to find people that you feel like you can trust. If you don't have that now, you will find it. You need to stop doubting yourself. I'm going to say it a lot of times. So if you're sick of it, I get it. You need to stop doubting yourself. But I also feel like there's increase in your finances. Money gets better. You might move to a bigger place. You might move in with somebody. But this all depends on whether or not you communicate. So I do feel like this decision is about whether or not you communicate with this friend, whether or not you respond back to an interview request, or whether or not you tell somebody you're in love with them. But with the message in the reverse, I feel like right now I'm talking to somebody who's leaning towards, I don't think I can do it. Stop it. I'm going to get mad at you because I know this is what you want. I'm reading your energy right here. Okay. So you cannot lie to me. I know you want it. So why don't you go talk to the person that you need to talk to, because you're blocking your own abundance. And I don't like it. We have distant horizons in the reverse. This is clarifying poverty. This to me is like the Chariot in the reverse. It's also got an anchor on it. In the Kipper, this is generally more so about stability, as is the Lenormand. So for me, this is saying you're blocking your own stability. You're blocking your own abundance. You're blocking your own happiness because you are doubting yourself. Stop it. Yeah, that's exactly what I figured it was too. I think it's actually like right there too. So it should be easy to check. Hello, Jane Doe. How are we doing? Hello, Patricia. Ooh, Patricia, you remind me. You said sending prayers and hugs to everyone. Prayers and hugs, and hopefully lots of like material blessings to those that are dealing with inclement weather right now. Obviously, we've got people who have still been recovering from Helene. And then we've got Milton that has hit Florida. So prayers to everybody out there. I hope everyone's safe. We've got the official person in the reverse. Despair in the reverse. Mature man in the reverse. Mature woman in the reverse. What the hell? What is this? What is this energy that you bring into my table? Oh. Okay. This is telling me your lack of confidence, your despair, your issues, your loss of faith is not you. You are influenced by other people. We've got mature man and mature woman in the reverse. Who else are you dealing with? Who else do you talk to? Who else do you let into your sphere? Just curious. Hello there, Andrea. How are you doing? Oh, it's good morning for me, but good evening to you. Hello there, Alicia. How are you doing? I used to live on Alicia Drive. Look, I feel like things get easier for you when you are not surrounded by people that are, I kind of want to say, hateful. My collective is a great example. There are people in this live chat that I have not met, but I would like do the run across a parking lot and like hug, because there are some really sweet people that frequent my live chat. You've got to find people that are genuine. If you surround yourself with people that are the opposite, it makes it really hard for you to be successful. Why? Because that energy is like heavy, right? Have you ever gone into a house and you just knew it was haunted? Like the energy just changed, or maybe even like you had a dog with you. I remember going to this house and my boyfriend's dog would not go through the dining room. Like there was a hallway next to it. It would have been easier for him to go through to the next room, but he went out into the hallway and walked around to the kitchen because he did not want anything to do with that dining room. And I was like, who died in there? I just want to know. Because that's weird for a dog to do that, right? So you got to watch who you're surrounded by, okay? There are people in your energy, maybe even people that you work with, maybe even people in your social circle that I don't like. Yes, I can't be friends with you anymore because my tarot reader said that she doesn't like you. What? What do you mean that's not normal? It's totally normal. Shut up. Look, if they're not going to be supportive of you, how can they be a good friend? I'm just curious. I don't care if they buy you nice things. If you don't support me, if you don't have a genuine interest in me being happy or achieving what I want, then you can stay over there. I do not need you. We have number 26 and number 15. Inner strength that I feel you don't necessarily know you have. Okay, I'm going to tell a garage door painting story. You guys, I thought I did such a good job picking the right day to paint my garage door. But the problem is my garage door has like full sun exposure during the middle of the day. It is brutal. It is hot. Okay. And I started early, got, a decent amount done, but absolutely there were a couple of hours where I'm sitting here like rollering the door and I'm like, I might faint. I should probably take another break. But you know what I did find out? I found out that I still do have some arm muscles. Found out that I have some leg muscles I was completely unaware of. I also found out it's really helpful when you're painting a garage door to open it to paint the bottom instead of always, scratching down. That was a fun moment for me. I felt really proud of myself then. Look, you don't understand how strong you are, okay? You don't until you get tested. And I feel like you're getting a little bit of a testy poo. That sounded so bad. This is a test. Do you want what you want? Then go for it. There's a bear within you. It might be a little cuddly, It might wear a cute little shirt. but it's a bear. Okay. Rawr. So get after it. I don't want to hear anything more about you and your loss of faith. I'm sorry. I'm being so snarky right now. But I'm just trying to like really hit home the fact that you are stronger. This tree is about mental strength. The bear, it can kind of be about stubbornness, but you have some strength here and you are underestimating it. It's just fear. Let it go. I like this though, because this is you realizing, you know what? I think I do have the strength to send this message, or I have the strength to submit my resume. I have the strength to communicate in an interview in a very confident way, or to tell somebody I'm madly in love with them, right? Whatever it is, I believe in you. Okay. You remember that. All right. We need some tarot, don't we? We'll go with, we'll go with the black tarot. Isn't that satisfying? Thank you for all the laughing emoji. You make me feel better about my stupid jokes. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you doing? That's funny. Yeah. Key controller, it worked out, but I'm not saying it would. Like, I could have probably done it a little bit differently. Like, legit, I probably would have started at 6 in the morning. But then yesterday was when I finished off the second coat, and it was quite a bit less hot, so that worked out really nice. So we have strength in the reverse. Ruh-roh. I've been trying to not say that. I really have. It sometimes slips out. My apologies. I now view that as racist, but I've said it for a long time, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that anymore. My concern, though, is we have strength in the reverse. Because we're trying to get that strength in the upright for you to have confidence. We have 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Spheres in the reverse, and we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay. I feel like this is saying you might walk up to this person, have a conversation, and then spin around and be like, nope, I'm not ready. I don't think I can do this. And then go back, and then you're ready. There is something here with this Page of Wands in the reverse where somebody starts and then stops, maybe types a message and then deletes it, maybe makes a phone call and then hangs up, you know? What I want to know is, are you going to actually give up? Death in the reverse. Emperor in the reverse. I don't like it. So death in the reverse could be like it's not over, right? I do like that part. But the Emperor in the reverse, this is like, I don't know if I have what it takes. So what I really want you to do is think about how much you've already been through, how much you've already accomplished, the things that maybe you've been able to get through that other people would have acquired a chip on their shoulder for. Because I need you to work on this Emperor. I don't care what your gender is. This Emperor is you. You need this Emperor in the upright, okay? Four of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups. Number 4 could be important. And it's with the Tower. All right, so let's talk about this. If you get rejected, if this doesn't work out, does your life end? Is kind of a tricky question. I maybe shouldn't have asked it, but this is like basically saying, what are you ascribing to this Four of Cups? What are you expecting will be the impact if you don't get what you want. Because if you do everything you can to be ready for this opportunity, this person, this friendship, or do right by this connection, and then that doesn't go through, but then you're still ready, isn't that still a win? So it feels to me like somebody starts to change the perspective. Jess, I talked to a coworker of mine. I'm not going to say what country she's from, but I asked her on a Zoom call actually, because I was like, I'm just curious, like, is that actually like, I never thought about it before, but is that like about how Asians speak? And we talked about the Scooby-Doo thing. I don't know. I just like try to avoid it because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm mocking them. As far as I'm concerned, English is what, like the second most difficult language to learn? Third, maybe? I'm pretty sure Mandarin's harder. But like, I'm not going to ever go out of my way or like try to make people feel bad if they are speaking my language imperfectly, because let's be real, I do it too. But like, I want to encourage people to feel comfortable. So just in case it insults anybody, I try not to do that anymore. So my apologies. But this is somebody realizing maybe I have been putting too much pressure on myself. Maybe I've been thinking too much about a rejection. And instead, what I really need to think about is like, hey, you know what? I'm bettering myself for a situation that could be really cool. And if this situation doesn't work out for me, it's okay, because there'll be another one that'll work out for me. I'm stepping up to the plate. And if I don't hit the first ball, I'll hit the second one. If I don't hit the second one, I'll hit the third one. I don't know if you get a fourth one, my friend. That really depends on how you handle the situation. But you see what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you know what? Maybe this isn't the only thing my life is about. So we have the Hermit and the Six of Swords. Oh, this is exciting. This is so exciting. Is this what it's like when parents get to see their kids do like the morally correct thing after trying to teach it to them? We've got the Hermit, Six of Swords, which is you getting to a better place, feeling better about the situation, trusting your intuition. I love that it's right next to the tree, which is about mental health and mental strength. This is you, I don't know, listening to me, realizing that you're pretty awesome. Ooh, I think I forgot to tell you guys, through the 15th, I will still be doing $5 one question readings. And then starting on the 15th, we're going to jump that up and do 2 questions for $10 or 4 for $20. And I do have longer readings too. Those are just for the people that want to maybe see what it's like to get a reading, or, you know, maybe the saving up for some holiday vacations. $5 foot long. I got 5 on it. All right. Knight of Spears or Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. If you do want a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. It's really just like the title of my channel at Gmail, so pretty easy. All right. Okay. Normally, I don't really like to see the Queen of Cups in the reverse, because that can talk about emotional manipulation. But I feel like this is more so saying somebody is realizing, I just have to like take a deep breath and see what happens. I'm not going to lose everything that I've worked for if this particular thing doesn't work out. So I'm not going to be overly emotional. I'm viewing the Queen of Cups in the reverse as somebody who's being a little bit more practical. You know, I'm not going to dream up the worst case scenario. Instead, I'm just going to look at this logically. There's a 50% chance that I get this, or that I get what I want, or whatever it is, right? Knight of Swords in the reverse. and the Page of Spheres. Oops. I love the Page of Spheres, which is the Page of Pentacles, because it looks like somebody who's doing a like power reboot on themselves. It looks like there's a power button replacing their head. Do you see what I'm talking about? So this feels to me like somebody who is impulsively making moves because they see things clearly. Okay, so I wear contacts, which means like in the morning and at night I'll wear glasses, right? But there are times where, I don't know, maybe I'm just like, maybe I fall asleep on the couch or maybe I'm lazy or whatever and I don't have my glasses next to me. And so I'll have to be like, and get to the bathroom so that I can put my contacts in. And it's funny to me because like I'll like do a little bit of a shuffle if I don't have like my contacts or my glasses, just because I am the type of person that will potentially find a Lego on the floor. There's not any Legos on the floor, but you know what I'm saying? Like I will find a way to stub my toe. But once I get my contacts in, I'm like zoom, 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 right? I feel like somebody here is like, okay, I see. I know exactly what's going on. I know that I may have gotten a little bit, you know, concerned about the outcome, but if I remind myself that I've been working for this, then it'll go well. So we do have the King of Wands in the reverse, just basically saying you either go for what you want or you lose it, okay? I would rather have seen this in the upright, to be honest. Got the Ace of Swords. I'll take it. That helps your case. We can still be friends. All right, what else do we have? The King of Swords and the Three of Wands. Okay. So basically, I feel like somebody learns from the King of Wands in the reverse, a situation where things don't inspire them to have a more positive mindset or to go for what they want. And as a result, this King of Swords, Three of Wands, that's taking action. So there might be something where, oops, I let that, like, kind of drop the ball there. Maybe I took too long to get, back on an interview request. Maybe I should have unblocked somebody, whatever it is. I'm adjusting now because I realize what I really need to do is take action on this and stop worrying about it, right? Because Carmen said so. All right, let's get a couple from the Zodiac fortune telling cards and then we'll call it a day. Success in business is in store for you. A stranger who will turn into a good friend. Carry through your ideas, you will be successful. You have a mind of your own, use it. Once more for the people in the back. You have your own mind, you should use it. Your personality will get you by, use it more. So people feel like you're charming. You're all up in your head, not feeling confident when people think that you're charming. Do you see how silly sometimes we can be? So I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to think about what kind of music you listen to. I say this after this morning listening to like some like angry music. So one of them was Sophie Powers? I think it's Power. This is what I was listening to. And FKA Rain. Thank you to Tiana. We got to be doing what we can to stay in that positive mindset, right? So I wish you luck. I want you to get what you want. And that starts with you believing in your ability to get what you want. Okay? You're a magnet of abundance. Go on, get your abundance. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for the likes, subscribes, and the personal reading requests. I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.